So they kicked me out. You have been banned for hacking. Bro.
It did not say to shut up. I just saw your screen.
It's because I'm lagging.
Okay, we going back?
Bro, it's not letting me join.
It's your internet, bro. You keep saying internet.
I'm gonna put gridiron.
Gary's Biscuit YouTube channel.
I'm gonna hop on gridiron.
Tell mommy that.
You said check the internet.
You can go. You can go.
How you go?
You can go.
I mean, I'm gonna play TV on gridiron. Oh yeah.
She said, "Low, what you doing?" She said, "Get my aim right." She said, "Low, what you doing?" She said, "Get my aim right." She said, "Low, what you doing?" She said, "Get my aim right."
I'm not playing with my shit too late. I'm gonna play snowboard.
Give me that. Give me that.
Huh? Oh no. Oh no. I will try to go back to that game. After this game, hold up.
sit down there, punk. Move, Kaden. Stop touching. Stop, man. Stop, Kaden. Move, Remy, there. Move, yo, what's up? Stop, Remy. Yo, move, Kaden. Yeah, nothing wrong. I may be all over.
The ones that hate me the most are just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like me, amazing. These boys looking at people in the city, see the word of the current and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. Right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got good things. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. What y'all think? Everything that you say about me. My dogs like to play Madden and 2K. But one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, who plays South Beach, he told me this summer he gon' fix my jumper. I told boy Wonder that we might got a thumper. I've been trying to pop, now I'm on like Shumpert. Now they on my bumper. Green room chock full of all my comforts. Hotel room like heaven on earth. Got angels in my bed with some all white covers. Ace Pro, Nemo, Lucy and Keith. She play 2-4, and I got a few more I call my brothers. I got a lot of flows and they all like butter. You know what that means. I came home nice, but I'm going back mean. I'm about to go try when they know a vaccine. Back lost, but they know exactly what's going on. Made a meal and I don't know what to blow it on. Tell a critic shut up like my show is on. Gave a t-shirt to her, said throw it on. She wanted many high school classmates, I'm growing on. My peers ain't popping, they don't know what's going wrong. Y'all well dressed, but you ain't got soul, and you just can't sew it on.
Why you fake
I
snake?
got a few songs I can sell y'all boys. I tried back then.
Why are you fake
Now I'm
snake?
in a box like a Kellogg's toy. The ones that hate me the most are just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like DMXing. These boys and they people in the city see the moves in the current and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. Right, you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. Stoop all thirsty, but being told that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always there. Cosby. My son was born in the same hospital as Blue Ivy. My father was 20, I was 35. I'm still trying to measure up to the world he designed. I'm in the world of a bind, like how worldly am I? To understand the corner store in the world of defines. But comfy in Carnegie Hall if my world wasn't died. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the live 96 case and write a thesis on what you see and how the stories that they sing, but they're hitting how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me. But no one to drop through to my pops, I get to be giving you all of the above as opposed to a sketch of me. And all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up, walls full of murals. My father taught out, all of this was thought out. Whether I was thinking or not, somebody was thinking in case I ain't think out the box. So stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rise. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop started that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise! If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stool, like with the word be. Someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, so I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, my memory ain't faded yet. I came up out the same door, off the same steps, in love with the same alone. Like what is we waiting for? So I'm gone, know that I ain't changed yet. Memory serves me. I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stool, like what the word be. Someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. Memory serves me. So I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. Someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. Memory serves me.
Who's watching here? Hey, pick up MP, shut up!
Yeah.
Burning up. Hop off the phone, Courtney. I know it's so important. I'm focused on fortress. Yeah, I'm scorching. Show it out in short ditch. I rock Air Forces, don't force it. Not for I'm racing the tortoise. Blow her word, blow her word. Juices and berries ain't no pun. Ice cream on sneaks look like they were. Get it big, get the facial up. Never let the facial up. Get too big, get too big, get too big, baby. That's what made me. 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 Rice and gravy that you can't eat. It's crazy. Mama baby, only son in the house, she had to blame me. Anytime she still look out for my sisters. They the one put me on game, no rookie. Never let it spin your cash. Life move, pick your cash. Quick and cherish me, no. North County, yeah, that's where my blood, my family, yeah. I spill it all for the bounty, yeah, I know. I done it all summer long. These kids bopping, they sing along. I know you proud of your bro. Smart guy, I need it more like market. We'll mark up on how big my market is. I get this out staying still. Child never talk staying stain. Dirty laundry. Yeah, they back. That's what made me. 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 Made me. Rice and gravy. If you can't eat, it's crazy. Mama baby, only son in the house, she had to blame me. Anytime she went down.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we get married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, need no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. Legendary.
The brilliant blue water of Miami Beach
Glistening from above on a beautiful day here in South Florida. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Anthony Edwards. Patrick Beverley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. And for Miami. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Now here's Butler. Robinson for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Towns against Adebayo. From the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And the Heat going the other way now.
And Towns not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Oh, here's Edwards. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You get the sense that Karl Anthony Towns, as young as he is, knows he can be the best player in the league. There isn't a phase on the offensive end from which he can't score it.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And here are the Heat. Here's Lowry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
The pass to Vanderbilt. Russell against Lowry. Here's Towns. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Back to Lowry. The tray connects from three-point range. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He mentioned Jimmy Butler's strong personality. Coach said Butler's going to tell you how he feels whether you like it or not. And that commands respect. His teammates rally around him. And so it will take a great effort tonight to overcome that type of unity. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Russell dishes to Towns. He kicks it to Beverley. Back to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We've talked about this guy's ability to get to the free throw line. Towns in incredibly tough cover.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. Hero comes in for Robinson. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Okogie comes in for Edwards. And it's Malik Beasley in for Patrick Beverly. In town, drops them both. Here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Butler against Towns. And Butler gets it to go.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Now, here is Russell. It's stolen by Lowry. Pass to Hero. Butler feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Towns. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Heat up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at FTX Arena. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, they've got Martin, Hero out there with Oladipo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Cruz in at the 3 slot. Now here's Beasley. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And it's off from 3-point range. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can win. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
What a great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you.
And Doris, the last few years for Russell has seen a lot of turnover and change for that young man.
And you know what? That can really slow down a player on the court more than you think. Last handful of years, Russell has changed teams and coaches several times, and yet he has still continued to be a factor on the floor.
Now, here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Martin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
It really does make the game easy.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.